Okay, they can hear us.
Yay. So, what should we start with?
Um,
Okay, I'll talk. Um, so basically, everyone is kind of wondering what's happening, and it's mostly drama about how people in my server have been kind of all over the place. And there's some other drama I'll get into, but to start out with like the server drama, um, it got very much out of hand. I will admit that, and a lot of it was actually my fault. Um, I did not behave as well as I should have in my server, my own server. Um, and a lot of the time I was really kind of angry and I used it to vent a lot. And I really shouldn't have done that. And I knew that like a lot of it would be public, but I kind of did it anyway. But I very much regret that. And I do know that I probably have hurt some people and I've hurt close friends, but it wasn't really my intention to hurt them in any way. But there's been some stuff that happened. Um, should we explain like the gore and stuff?
Feel
Yes.
like we should.
Okay. Um. Well, okay. Well, one thing that happened was there was a person in our server, and they were like pro anorexic or pro anorexia or something like that, and they kept talking about how being skinny was awesome and stuff. And we know that they had issues, and we wanted to help them, but they kept ignoring us, and eventually they started breaking server rules, so we kicked them, and then they started like screaming slurs at us on DeviantArt and reaching out to like my other friends and stuff like that, and then they got someone else, their friend, to somehow be in the server, and yet we still don't know how that happened. And then they posted a photo of actual gore in the server. So we had to kick them too, and that's just kind of when we were fed up. But that's just one example of something that really, really out of line happened in my server, and I feel so bad that there's so many things that just went wrong. And the server is deleted. Um, no one can get back into it or ask for it. There shouldn't be anyone that should just, you know, think about it anymore. I know I don't. No one does. So it's deleted. It's over with. Shouldn't be hearing about it ever again. Um, what else?
Hmm.
Oh yeah. I didn't see the video about like the drama stuff. I didn't want to. I was trying to avoid it because I wanted it to go away, but it's not. So that's why I'm talking about this now. Some of that stuff was taken out of context, like the heterophobia thing. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Danny. Was it?
I don't remember. I really don't.
I think it was Danny. Um, well, someone in the server was like, haha, fuck heteros, but as like a joke. And it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. And it was screenshotted and it was used against me in that way, but that's not true. Like, Ken, he's straight and he's the server owner also. It's not a rule in our server or anything like that.
It never was.
No. There's tons of people who are straight or any sexuality. It doesn't matter. They were welcome in the server regardless. but none of us are heterophobes. But I'm sorry that that was in public like that.
You want to talk about the Lucifer?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, the other day, what another thing was is that this person, Lucy Fossey, commented at the wrong time when I was trying to delete some spammers' comments and block them. And I blocked them too because I was like, that's another spammer. I'm gonna block them. And I didn't think it would like get to them this much, to just sort of let it be. But then they made like 2 videos about it, and on the second video, I explained the situation to them and I unblocked them, but people are still commenting what they said, what they were blocked about. It's. I don't know. But yeah, it's done with. Like, he's unblocked, he can comment again. People shouldn't stick, like, they should just let it go.
Yeah. There's usually a lot of spam on my DeviantArt, so sometimes Calico logs in for me and then just like deletes it. But they were just simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. We thought it was spam, so we just kind of like blocked it so we could just hope it would just go away and would never happen again. And then I remember getting a message on Google Plus or something, and they were like, "Why did you block me? What did I ever do?" And I'm like, "Who is this?" And because I legit didn't know, like, I didn't know that they were blocked because you did it for me. But I was like, "Who's
Yeah.
this?" And then they were like, "You blocked me," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't remember." And I guess I just didn't get around to it, and I waited too long, and then that's when they were like, "Oh my god!" And then they made the video, and yeah, but I'm not sensitive about anything that they said. It was just a joke, and I understand that. It was just I thought it was spam. We thought it was spam.
It was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, so
It
I still
was,
feel bad for it still.
yeah, it was an accident, and we did apologize. Oh, I apologized, and then Calico did too. But I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I truly did not mean it. I feel like some of that was kind of uncalled for." But then they kind of responded with memes, and they didn't take me seriously. So yeah, it's over with, but it's still being brought up. I mean, I didn't mind it at first because I know it was a joke, but it's kind of getting to the point that it's obnoxious. But yeah,
In the time, in the time you were gone, there was like, it was like 7 comments with the same thing, and that's just no.
I saw that too. Do you want to move on to the fire thing?
Yeah, I want to say sorry for like wording it wrong, making it all about UFO because it was the wrong thing to do, and when writing it, I should have mentioned the family too, but I didn't, and
Well,
people were
wait.
like,
That's also my fault though, because you showed me and you're like, "Is this okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
yeah,
So it's also my fault though, and that sucks for me. Sorry.
no, it's
Um,
okay.
if
People should
if
have,
anyone wants to, I can explain like that entire day of what happened. Um, I we provided like no information, and I understand why people are mad, and I feel really bad. So, um, I can probably just go over the whole day of what happened.
yeah,
Um,
sure.
basically, I was sleeping in my bed, and I actually woke up to the alarm. And I thought it was one of those times where the kid just kind of like pulled a fire alarm, and it was just like, oh, haha, it's a joke, and you have to wait for them to shut it off. But really, it kept going, and then so I kind of went out into my living room, and that's when I saw my stepdad and my stepbrother. They were out on the porch, and they were kind of leaning over the railing, and then they were looking at the side of our building, and I was like, well, they're actually looking outside. I thought they were like looking outside just to see what's going on. And then I kind of leaned a little bit forward and I saw like gushes of smoke coming from the side of our apartment. And I was like, oh my God. So my mom was also getting up and like rushing, and she's like, we need to get the hell out of this house right now. And I'm like, okay. I just rushed to get my backpack, and I like chucked my computer and my tablet and everything into my backpack. And just hearing the people just banging on your doors, being like, get out of the house or you will die. I was like so scared I couldn't function. So we ran out of the house and we kind of went downstairs, and we were waiting for the fire department to show up. And it took them so long. And I was kind of panicking. And then I'm like, I kind of want to record it. Because, well, when people see a fire, you record it, right? It happened before. I saw a tree on fire one time a few years ago, and me and my friend recorded it. But, anyways, um, the babysitter, she wasn't around, and she was claiming that she went to go check the mail, but really, it took way longer than that, and that's when she kind of showed up as soon as the third floor was like engulfed in flames, and she tried to run into like the window, and she was screaming like there are kids in there, and fire department had to pull her back because she kept trying to jump into the house. And anyways, it took a while for them to um, extinguish the fire, but soon the kids came out unharmed. But they were sent to the hospital immediately because they were suffocating from like smoke inhalation. Um, it took a while to hear back from them, but we kept hearing rumors. My godmother, who's a nurse, she said if they were sent to this specific place, they would be like messed up. And so I was like, okay. It's kind of sad and scary. And then my mom then told me like, oh no, the kids are completely fine. And actually yesterday she told me that they found out that their entire room was untouched. Like nothing at all. So that's good. But then also the news said one of them was in critical condition and then the other one was fine. So it kept going back and forth, and I kind of feel bad that I didn't have like exact facts at the point, but I think it is okay now. At least for the kids, yeah, it's fine. Um, and sorry, it's my parents. Um, Yeah, everything is fine. The house is being remodeled right now. Luckily, we didn't have to like get our stuff and go, so they didn't have to like tear down the whole place or anything like that. But they put up an entire like fence around our parking lot. I believe my neighbors told me that there was a GoFundMe page, but I couldn't find the ones where with the kids in it. It was just either a friend or it was for the people on the top floor. But I do want to find out if there's going to be one for the family with the kids specifically. Is there anything else? Oh, when I made the journal, I didn't mean to make it seem like it was about me. It stressed me out. It really did, and I didn't feel like being around at the time. So I just kind of asked Calico, like, hey, can you just tell people I don't want to be online at the time? And it was worded really bad. There wasn't enough information on the family. I didn't mean to make it sound like it was just about me only. I know that. One good thing is that they actually have a new house. Everyone that was in the fire. They live in like they live in the same apartments as we do, but they live in like a different section. So that's really, really good. But after that, I don't know. I think they'll be fine. They just probably don't have anything. But yeah. But I'm sorry. I couldn't think. I did something stupid. I was being idiotic. I just didn't think about what I was doing. And I do understand that people are mad. And even if I can't like change people's minds, I just hope that people understand where I'm maybe coming from, or at least take the high road on this and just kind of let it die down. 'Cause the reason I didn't respond to this earlier is because I was just hoping it would go away. But it's not. Is there anything else that needs to be said?
I feel like we've kind of, well, but I'm not sure.
We what?
I feel like we got everything, but at the same time, not sure.
Yeah, neither am I. I don't really think it would be a good idea to talk about the Gerald stuff, because I don't want to like slander him in any way. The point of this was just to apologize and explain what happened. I don't have anything against him. I just feel like it kind of got out of hand on my side. But it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't like my fault, you know? Like, I saw this coming for a while. So, I did learn my lesson. I'm not gonna be even venting in public anymore. I'm just kind of done with that. I'm just gonna keep things to myself. But yeah, I don't have anything against him. It was just kind of disheartening. But at the same time, I get it, because I was being really shitty.
Someone asked if we're gonna come back to DeviantArt at some point.
Oh boy. So I've been on DeviantArt since 2011. I've been to hell and back on that website, but it used to be fun, but not anymore. I've actually been thinking about this for the past maybe 2-3 years. DeviantArt doesn't feel very comfortable for me anymore. I've been thinking about moving on to a different website entirely and just completely get rid of my DeviantArt. There's just so much drama. There's so much drama, and being around that isn't good for anybody. I don't think anybody should be around that. It's not good for anyone. It creates kind of a mob mentality, and I think that's kind of what's happening for just everyone on Earth right now. But I don't really feel like being on DeviantArt anymore.
UFO, UFO.
Yeah, I really want to leave. And I'm thinking of going onto a different website. And mostly DeviantArt is there's so many kids. And you know, I'm older now, I need to move on. But I think it would be the best thing. There's some other people I know that are moving to Fur Affinity too. So I'm not the only one. My cat's
I'm
meowing.
gonna.
Gizmo!
I'm gonna move there too. Like, I'm not gonna stay on DeviantArt either.
Yeah. Kind of sad though, because like, I spent so much time on there.
Yeah. I mean, I had a sort of weird history. I've been there for a year, and we went through a lot, even on DeviantArt. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's memories. It's not always bad, it's good, but it's just.
I think my cat. Hold on, something's wrong. Be right back.
Alright.
What? Okay, never mind. I thought my cat was locked in a room or something. He was like yowling.
My cat is sleeping. I'm
He's
kind of
outside
glad
my
about
room.
that.
Anyways, wait, what about DeviantArt? Why was that brought up?
Because we are leaving. Or like, we deactivated.
Oh yeah. I deactivated mostly just because I wanted to, I don't know, get away from like spam and stuff. But I kind of want to deactivate forever.
Yeah, same.
If this doesn't blow over, I'll just leave, I guess. And that also goes for my YouTube. I don't really feel like animating anymore. It's not fun. It used to be fun, but it's not. It's just too much issues that go with it. it doesn't really feel like you're allowed to do whatever you want when it comes to memes and stuff. So I'm probably just gonna ditch my YouTube or something. I'll figure it out. I have so many unfinished things that I just don't want to finish. Like, dear God, I had the Hatudagu meme like halfway done, but I don't think anyone wants to see that. So that sucks, I guess. But I just don't have time for it anymore. I will still probably do speed paints. That's not much of like a hard thing. And yeah, the animation meme community is very toxic, which is why I'm getting tired. That's why I'm always angry, and then I do stupid things, and then people get mad. So I'm just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore.
Oh wow.
I kind of wish I didn't have to quit either. But I'll be honest, I don't like uploading things. I kind of get very, very anxious when I upload. Because I know that there'll be backlash no matter what I do. If I do something stupid or not, or if I didn't do anything, there'll always be like, duh, you suck, you did this one thing, and I'm like, it's stressy. But I'll always draw. I'm not like leaving or anything like that. I just don't want to animate anymore. And I started getting lazy, I'll be honest. All of my new stuff is like grossly lazy. But is there anything else I should mention?
Oh. I feel we got all points done.
True. I hope so.
It's just maybe people asking things. Depends on how long you want to keep this up still, like stream. Another 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know really what else to say. I think I went over everything.
Right.
But just long story short, I'm so fucking sorry. I suck. Like seriously, I'm so out of line with everything right now, and I'm just gonna completely stop. I don't want to hurt anyone else further. Like, there's a lot of things in the chat I can't follow up. Yeah, there's a lot of people that get rants, especially if you're well known. It was bound to happen to me anyways. Like, even Jaeger got a rant for nothing. Jaeger didn't do anything wrong. It's just examples like that. But I hope that this helps somehow. Even if it's not, like, the biggest thing.
At least something.
Yeah. But I think everyone is getting tired. It's pretty late. Yeah. I'm glad I can at least try to apologize, because the first step is realizing your mistakes. So, yeah, the one thing I do think about is, it wasn't that bad of a situation. It could have been worse. I could have been, like, a killer or something, or anything along that line, but I was just being rude and mean and hateful, and I was being stuck up, and I hurt people. But this was a good wake-up call for me, so I'm just gonna crawl back into my little cave and not come out for a while. I need to think about some things. I probably will post art on Instagram, just not right now. On YouTube, probably not. I mean, speed paints maybe, but depends on how I feel. I have a lot of unfinished stuff, but at this point, they're very old and gross.
No. I'm not gonna start posting on YouTube. I was thinking about doing speed paints before, but I need to get more comfy about doing art before I do so. So that's not gonna be in a while, anytime soon.
Yeah, it took you a while to actually post on DeviantArt.
I don't even remember how I got there.
I don't either.
Like, in the first place, and I know that it joined back because of you, but it's just no.
No, there's not going to be a Discord server ever again. As much as I wanted it to go well, it just didn't. Um, Lots of bad things happened. Too many just to even go through. Um, so we kind of had enough at one point. There was people fighting, and we were just like, you know what? Deleted. It was for the best, really. Calico's voice is nice.
No.
Yes, it is.
I love your
No.
voice.
No.
Yeah.
Dice? No.
Oh. Calico's great.
No, you.
Yo.
You're the greatest.
Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
You're the best.
You're the bestest.
No. Hashtag Callister. But yeah, we're probably gonna wrap this up because it's been a long time. I don't think there's any more questions.
Mm.
My fur affinity, I guess I'll just give it out. Doesn't even matter at this point. I was gonna hide it, but it's the same username as everything else.
Same for me.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but honestly, thanks to everyone for just listening and understanding.
Alright, ready to end?
What?
Ready to end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.